The Ministry of Education has announced that schools will be reopened for face-to-face learning on September 6. Minister Priya Manikchand on Friday said the disruption of the school system due to the pandemic over the last year will have a lasting impact on students.
The longer we stay out of school, the more likely we are to suffer from severe learning loss and premature school leaving. Severe learning loss simply means, it's a very brief explanation for a very severe thing. And what it means is that there is severe loss of learning that children had acquired. Children who knew certain concepts will forget them. Children who had acquired certain skills will lose those skills. And the longer we stay out of school, the more exacerbated that will become.
Minister Manikchand emphasized that the Ministry of Health has mandated that all COVID-19 preventative measures such as mask wearing, social distancing, and hand washing are to be observed. Some schools will be reopened on a rotational basis to allow for adherence to these guidelines.
Reopening will look very differently than it did in September 2019 for the 2019-2020 year. And reopening will look differently for different schools at different levels. It may look different even for the same levels, same nursery in the same region. So one nursery school may open one way and another one may open another way.
Assistant Chief Education Officer Nursery Samantha Williams said 4 to 1 of 348 nursery schools will be opened to face-to-face learning, while the other 307 would be open on a rotational basis.
The nursery education sector is pleased to announce the return to school for our nursery-age children in safe, protected, and conducive spaces. The importance of the return for our babies is embedded in the psychology of learning, which purports that the 0 to 7 years are perhaps the most crucial stage of development of a young child.
Meanwhile, Chief Education Officer Dr. Marcel Hudson said 44 primary schools across the country will be reopened fully for face-to-face learning.
And that is fundamentally based upon space they could actually accommodate our children observing the COVID-19 protocol. So 44 of them will be reopened fully. Another 413, which would have included 9 annexes, will be operating on a rotational basis. I want to single out grade 6 in particular. We have made the move for grade 6 because of the nature of the class, and it's an examination class. They will be attending school in most cases for the entire week, every day.
Secondary schools will also be reopened, but with individual plans. Further details will be posted on the Ministry of Education's website.